Day 117 living abroad, and it's been an emotional one. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. For starters, just in case you have never seen me a day in your life, my name is Bianca Lynch, and I show 9-to-5ers how they can leave their full-time job and make money from anywhere in the world so they can travel. And I also show everyday people just like you how you can travel the world without breaking the bank. So make sure you hit that follow button if you have not already. So today has definitely been a day where I've had to remind myself to not stress about things that I cannot change, and also to really just enjoy the journey of living a life that is more spontaneous, and a life where, everything is not planned out to the T. So in general, I've kind of always had a type A personality. I've kind of been more of a planner person. And I knew that, living abroad, moving country to country and not having everything planned out was going to be very different for me. And we've pretty much had a tentative plan that we followed up until now, and now we're getting to the point where we have no idea where we're going for the second half of the year. And y'all, I recognize that's a good problem to have, right? I 100% get that. At the same time, especially for a Libra, having so many choices has been a little overwhelming. Obviously, there are so many countries in the world, and that's a great thing, right? The world is our oyster. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about travel is once you start and you start to realize you really can go anywhere, it's a very empowering feeling. Like I said, at the same time, it's also okay, so where are we going? And the downside about being in Southeast Asia is things are so cheap if you're making US money, and then you start looking at prices for other things and you're WTF. Even looking at an Airbnb to stay at in North Carolina for 2 weeks and seeing that costs $1,500 is mind blowing for us, because we're literally in an Airbnb for $1,000 for an entire month right now. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. But speaking of Airbnb, I'm very excited to say, y'all know that I also talk about different ways you can make money online. And one way I've talked about is getting paid for your opinion, getting paid for studies, surveys, interviews. And I think I told y'all, me and my husband got $300 for testing out this really cool, really fun relationship app. They literally followed up with us today and were oh, we want to do a 90-minute interview. We'll give you another $250. Y'all, $550 just to give an opinion. Y'all better stop sleeping on these other income streams. This is going to end up giving us $550 off of whatever Airbnb that we get. Y'all better stop sleeping. Get that cash flow come up checklist, because there's so many different income streams, income stream and side hustle things that you can do in there from anywhere in the world. One thing that I always tell people as far as budget travel is one thing you can do is look up explore features and just see where are the cheapest places in the world to travel from specific airports. So we're kind of thinking about doing that. Yeah, I don't know. It's just been kind of emotional, and we're going to be going home for the first time in a while. So there's a lot of emotions around that. Really excited to see the family, but also just kind of what is it going to be like? Me and my husband have been having so many conversations around if we even think we're going to go back to the U.S. permanently or not. Obviously, there's a lot of shit going on with the election. It's just, I don't know. Today was just a day. Truth be told, there's some PMS too. That's probably where some of the emotions are coming from, but we ain't talking about that. But anywho, that is today. That's day 117. Get my free move abroad guide if you're interested in moving abroad and you don't know where to start.